Hello everyone. Today we bring you a video on questions and answers for IIM interviews like what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, or where do you see yourself in 5 years, what are your goals, ambitions, and many more. We'll be discussing the top 5, or you can say the most commonly asked questions. What after CAT? Giving the CAT exam is just the first step into entering top B schools of the country. But what's the next step? We have taken care of that for you. As soon as the results of the CAT exam are announced, the calls from IIMs start coming for the shortlisted students. The next steps involve a few rounds conducted by the respective IIMs where the student is shortlisted. It involves a written ability test or VAT. It is a written test that assesses the candidate's ability to write clear, structured, and logical responses to a given topic or case study. It is then followed by group discussion round in some cases. It is a group activity where a group of candidates are given a topic to discuss and express their thoughts. The next and the final round involves personal interview. We will be talking about this in much detail. The personal interview is the final step to getting into an IIM. It tests your personality, knowledge, stress management, and more. It usually lasts for around 20 to 30 minutes and is typically conducted by a panel of 2 to 3 members. Questions can be asked from your academics, work experience, current affairs, and maybe personal interests too. It is the most important round in the selection and stands as a wall between you and your dream college. EduRev brings you the top 5 commonly asked questions in the personal interview round of IIMs and top B schools of the country. The first question always asked in any interview is introduce yourself or tell us about yourself. It is a basic preparatory question for you. It gives the interviewer time to go through your resume and decide the flow of the interview. This is a good chance for you to make a good impression on the panelist. This might be your only chance where you won't be cut in between by the panelists. Remember to look into the eye of the panelist and keep a smiling face while answering this. This will make you look confident. Don't make it too basic by just mentioning your name, college, and hobbies, as this is your chance to exploit yourself completely in front of the panelist. But also, do not keep it too long, which might bore them. Do mention your achievements, but only the most prestigious ones and in one line only. Also, explain about any extracurricular activities which you have undertaken in college and also if any major project you have undertaken in your final year. But keep it brief. Moving on, the next question here is what are your strengths and weaknesses? One of the most important questions in the interviews. It says a lot about you and what you think of yourself. Remember to list at least 3 of each your strengths and weaknesses. Don't just say what your strengths are. Share an example from your life which will make your case strong. For example, you say, Sir, I'm a good leader. Give an example where you have showcased leadership. Also, the interviewers are interested in listening to a story. In many instances, students say they don't have any weaknesses. You don't have to say that because this might sound overconfident. And there's a huge chance that the panel will grill you more after this. So do mention your weaknesses confidently. Along with that, also mention the measures that you are taking to overcome your weaknesses. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Or where do you see yourself in 5 years? This question checks your future planning and how well you're clear about your life ahead. As you're going for an MBA, do mention it in your 5 year plan, like how after MBA your life will be. Tell them clearly about your career goals. Don't give vague answers like I might do this or that. Don't say things like that, as it will create a bad impression on the panel. You can also talk about your dream company or organization where you want to work and how it aligns with your preferred specialization in MBA. Why MBA? This is a basic general question you are asked, and you sure do have your reasons for that. But along with that, do research for the specialization you want to do an MBA in and talk about that sector and your interest in it. In case you're not sure of your specialization yet, just say you're not sure and you'll decide it during your study. You won't be further grilled at that. Apart from this, tell them the skills you will gain after doing MBA, such as strategic thinking, leadership skills, decision making, communication skills, etc. Tell them about the benefits of doing an MBA and how it will help you in achieving your dreams and ambitions. Why do you want to get into this college? For this, do a good deep background research on the college you're applying to and talk about it clearly and to the point. Find out what this college has and others don't and mention it in your interview. Mention points about alumni, research papers, faculty, recruiting companies. The panel will be impressed by your background research and how much you know about their college. Praise their college, but it shouldn't sound like you're buttering them. Mention if their college has any unique courses in which you are interested. So, these were some of the commonly asked questions in the PI round of the IIMs. Apart from that, here are a few tips to keep in mind during interviews. Be confident and don't be nervous. Remind yourself of your qualifications and why you are the best fit for the college. Take deep breaths and try to relax your body before the interview. Keep your body posture straight. Maintaining good posture during an interview can convey confidence and professionalism. Sit up straight and avoid slouching or slumping, which can give the impression of disinterest or lack of confidence. You must gather knowledge about current affairs and what's going on in and around the country. Go to your interview in formals. Dressing professionally can help you feel more confident and make a great impression during an interview. Do give mock interviews before the actual interview, as it will help you become more comfortable with the interview process and to anticipate the types of questions that you may be asked. It will also help you to improve your responses and overall performance during the real interview. Don't fumble while you're speaking. Fumbling while speaking can make you appear unprepared or uncertain. So it's important to practice your responses and try to speak clearly and confidently during the interview. Remember, these tips are not just for IIM interviews. These questions are asked in every HR round of interviews. So if you're going for a job interview or any other college, you can refer to them. We wish you all the best for your interviews. Do you know there's a complete course for interview preparation on EduRev Infinity? Click on the link in the description box to know more. Also, don't forget to subscribe the EduRev CAT channel for more guidance on CAT exam.